The pileated woodpecker is one of the few bird species that we see stay together throughout the winter. For the most part, they're going to defend their territory year-round. During the winter time, they're going after the larvae and the eggs of insects in the bark. Studies have shown they're hitting it at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and they may do this over 10,000 times a day. So why don't they get a headache? Their bone structure in their skull, as well as their beak, is designed to absorb shock. So the top of the beak is hitting the wood, but their lower part of the beak has a stronger bone structure. So they're always maneuvering their head slightly, so it's hitting at a different angle. We know woodpeckers' tongues are long, but they are really incredibly long. And where do they put it all? So what happens is the bones that force the tongue out and back in, they continue beyond the base of their mouth, and they go kind of past their cheeks, through to the back of their head, and end here. And so that almost gives a cushion for the skull and the brain, acting almost like a little sling as they hit.
So pileatids and other woodpeckers are especially hard to care for because they tend to try and escape. We did have a pileated recently who destroyed one of our cages right behind me actually, and just went right for the hinge and blasted it open within like 20 minutes. So we've learned to put them in glass aquariums, and that tends to work much better. And we just put large chunks of wood in the aquarium for them to peck at, and they're not able to escape from the enclosure. The last pileated woodpecker that we got into the center was hit by a car, so one side of his body was really sore from the vehicle impact. So his wing was sore, and along his ribs there was a lot of internal hemorrhaging. When we released him, it had been a few weeks since he'd really been able to spread out his wings and fly. So he did fly a little bit crooked, but he was able to fly, and after a little bit of test flights from tree to tree, we found that he was straightening out and stretching that wing out, so the release went very well. Yeah.